It begins with a shift so small, most people wouldn't notice it. One configuration value, one parameter, one setting that no one claims to have touched. But defenders know, systems don't change themselves. It's close to midnight. The network is calm. Just background processes, maintenance scans, routine heartbeat checks. You're reviewing the nightly diagnostics, the boring part of the job, until something unfamiliar catches your eye. A configuration file shows a modification timestamp that shouldn't exist. The setting was updated 9 minutes ago, but there were no maintenance tickets, no scheduled changes, no approvals. You check the audit trail. It says, modified by system. But experienced defenders know, when the system takes the blame, someone else is behind it. You open the diff view, line by line, value by value. The change is subtle, a logging parameter set from verbose to minimal. Quiet, clever, almost invisible. You check who accessed the server in the last hour. 2 admins, 1 automated task. Nothing unusual. But the session history shows something interesting. 1 admin logged in for only 12 seconds. Not long enough to apply a change, too long to be accidental. You investigate deeper. The login came from a machine that this admin never uses. Different MAC. Different pattern. This is no longer a misclick, it's a signature. You expand the logs, correlate events. 5 minutes after the suspicious login, a spike in outbound DNS queries appears. Not large, not loud, but too patterned to ignore. Beacon-like, testing connectivity, mapping outbound routes. And that minimal logging change. It reduces visibility of certain DNS and process events. Exactly what an attacker wants. Before the next step, you reconstruct the timeline. Unauthorized login, silent config change, logging reduced, outbound callbacks. This isn't maintenance. This is preparation. The attacker isn't attacking yet. They're clearing the field. You verify the admin's claim. They were offline, nowhere near a terminal. So you pivot to the endpoint. Check for remote connections. Check for lateral movement. Check the event viewer. There it is. A remote desktop session opened and closed within seconds. Originating from a workstation that shouldn't have remote privileges. The attacker wasn't hiding the login. They were hiding the reason for it. Reducing logging is a classic move, limiting what you can see before they make their next move. You restore the configuration. Force updated logging. Block the admin account. Isolate the endpoint and alert the team. Later analysis confirms it. An attacker gained temporary access via compromised credentials from an external phish. Their goal wasn't immediate damage. It was surveillance, stealth, recon. And that single configuration change, the one no one admitted to, was the first step in a long-term intrusion plan. Systems don't accidentally reduce visibility. Attackers do it when they're preparing the ground. Beginners look for errors. Defenders look for intention. You saw the shift. You caught the pattern. You stopped the setup. Welcome back to the CyberLex Blue Team Academy. Your training continues.